Good day, everyone. My name is George Paliani. I am the head of growth at CoinsPaid. And we are already seeing a lot of attendees joining. I want to thank all of you for your time, for joining us today. We'll be waiting a bit for more people to join because as I see, more and more attendees are gathering still. Meanwhile, can I ask you please to put a plus sign for me if you can hear me? If you have no problems with the sound, let's do this little sound check. In the chat, yeah, I see pluses. Thank you guys. Although if you do not hear me, if you cannot hear me, you can put this sign, minus, if you can see, I don't know. Just put minus if you cannot hear me. I see only pluses, good. Nice and clear, thank you. Perfect. Yeah, each second gives us more and more attendees, which is really nice. Thank you once again for the newcomers for joining us. Today we're gonna enlighten you on issues concerning cryptocurrencies, concerning crypto processing, and our CEO himself will be talking and giving you some special insights in the end, very useful ones, of course. So I'll give him the word just in a few minutes as we have more attendees. So as you know, well, in CoinsPaid, we look at the bigger picture. The company's solutions are designed to help the world change and stimulate people and your businesses to realize your potential and work both with cryptocurrencies and traditional currencies. So the CoinsPaid ecosystem allows you to work quickly, profitably, and effectively, both with national and cryptocurrencies. So today's webinar will be held by Max Krupyshev, and he'll talk about our accomplishments, our goals for 2021, and of course, answer your questions that you might have as our clients or our possible clients, our partners. I can already see some partners here also joining us, and maybe even some competitors. Very nice solutions for you are also available, and they will be spoken about by Maxim. So 2 more minutes, guys, and we will be starting. Meanwhile, just maybe little spoilers for you. We have really grown a lot this year. It was a really complicated, difficult year for all of us because of the pandemic, because of some other economic issues and crises that the humanity faced this year. So let me just congratulate you that this year is almost over, and well, the coming 2021 shall be easier, I hope, and healthier for all of you. So 1 minute remaining. Just let me check once again. Please write a plus sign if you can hear me. A plus sign in the chat, especially the newcomers. Please do not hesitate to communicate if you can hear me loud and clear. If you cannot hear me, you can always send this sign, minus sign, just in case. If you can see me but not hear me. Okay, more plus signs. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Less than 20 seconds remaining, so let me already begin our webinar, introducing our speaker, the Bitcoin enthusiast, the leader of CoinsPaid and leader of growth, the CEO of CoinsPaid, Max Krupyshev. Hello, Max.
Hi, everyone. George, thank you very much for the warm-up and for the introduction. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. So, George, then you can switch off and I will basically start. Thank you very much to everyone for waiting. I'm switching on the presentation right now and we'll start. So yeah, I hope you see me well and you hear me well. So I wanted to thank all of you again for coming. I hope the weather treats you well or wherever you are, and that you are staying safe and healthy. So today, as was announced, we will speak about the following things. Second presentation, yeah. So I will give a bit intro about us. Will not consume a lot of your time by the intro. I will concentrate on the best practices of receiving cryptocurrency and working with cryptocurrency. If you're a business, we'll showcase you very good examples how receiving cryptocurrencies might look like. I will also show you as a bonus how bad examples of accepting cryptocurrency works. We'll show you some new features that will help your business. We believe it's a brand new features that we delivered basically this week. I will tell you a bit more in the masterclass, more philosophical one, I would say. And I will tell you a bit about our plans for 2021. And in the end, I'm sure we'll have enough time for Q&A session. So while I speak, please feel free to put in the question. George, who you already met, will ask all these questions in the end, and I will answer them as good as I can. Yeah, it's still new world, so I'm sitting alone speaking with the laptop. Yeah, so let's go. So just a few words about myself. As you see in this fun illustration, I joined cryptocurrency in relatively old days. It was long before blockchain technologies and Ethereum, which is a well-known kind of utilization of blockchain, not only for money, as Bitcoin was. I was mostly involved in exchanges, in mining pools, in wallets, and in payments heavily. That's basically the short intro that you should know about me. So 7 years in crypto, completely full-time. I think I saw a lot, and the best things I learned and I will tell you today. It's the first webinar that we are hosting, the first webinar I host. So apologies if something goes not too smooth, but I hope it should be fine. Okay, so CoinsPaid, who we are and what we do. So our flagship of B2B is CryptoProcessing.com. It's still a brand of CoinsPaid. We just decided to have a different name, which clearly outlines what we do, and a separate website and a separate set of features. So it includes payment processing, it includes exchange, and it includes the wallet. So businesses can exchange, can hold cryptocurrencies, can withdraw and deposit fiat money in order to buy cryptocurrencies. We have CoinsPaid Wallet, which is our B2C product, which is still only exiting beta. So you will hear more about it the next year, but this is a consumer product, which allows to hold cryptocurrencies, to buy cryptocurrencies, and pay with cryptocurrencies securely. CoinsPaid OTC, it's our OTC desk for big deals. So if somebody needs to sell over 1 million euros, it's OTC. If anything which is below is covered by our exchange in crypto processing. CoinsPaid Hot Wallet, this is basically a very good solution for crypto exchanges, anyone who want to do business but don't want to deal with complexities of blockchain. So this is basically one API to run crypto applications and connect with blockchains. CoinsPaid Explorer is our internal feature, which is of course available. This allows to see all the internal transactions because our clients oftenly send money to our clients. So kind of like, because these are off-chain, we created Explorer. And because I see already a few competitors joining us today, white label is exactly what we created for entrepreneurs who would like to run a cryptocurrency business, who would like to run crypto processing business or exchange, or even a hot wallet. So this is entirely a clone of our system with all our know-hows, with all our features that we developed over the years. So this is a ready solution that we just spawn on the hosting under your domain, and you just run business and don't care about the technology. We update it, we release new functionality, you immediately get it. Sorry about advertising, just this is a very good product. I cannot say about this a lot. Now, our 2020, of course, you are now reading the slides, so I will wait until you read. Of course, the year was tough. The pandemic already changed a lot of plans, but in the end, you see that cryptocurrency had a good year and online business had a good year, so you can expect that it also reflected on our numbers. So then why by one? So we grew our team 3 times. We are now 55 people. So we are now middle organization. Congrats to us. We grew our volumes 5 times. We now process around 120 million euros equivalent a month. We started working completely remotely starting from March. We had remote employees. Now we, I believe, work in 6 countries. And everybody completely works remotely. We processed 1 billion euros in 1 year, which is a great achievement and a great number. In 2.6 million transactions. It's now approaching 2.7, but this mark of 2.6 is already achieved. We heavily invested in R&D and security measures because scaling product is not always a trivial task. So it's continuous investment, I would say. I don't even want to share this number. We became #1 crypto processing provider for iGaming market. We had a lot of fun this year, and we increased number of clients almost 10 times. So there was for us really exciting year. It was tough, it was challenging, but in the end, we all are very happy and would like also to join this success with all of you, because with our partners and clients, this all because of you. Thank you very much. Accepting crypto best practices. So some of the things might sound obvious as the first one. Some of the things you probably know, some of the things you don't, because the level of the participants is different, right? So I will try to kind of state also obvious things, maybe for those who only assume that these are obvious, just to prove that you are right. And for those who are pretty much advanced in the level of working with cryptocurrencies, yeah, I'm sorry, some things might be too obvious. So what is good crypto processing, right? When you consider accepting cryptocurrency for your business, and I would assume that majority of you came exactly to know more about payments, because this is our specialization, I will start with this. So accepting crypto, what's the most important is small amount of clicks. Your customer should not go through the maze of clicks and buttons and navigations, right? Just make it in 1-2 clicks. So client clicks deposit, clients click on Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever you decide to accept. He sees the address, he sends money, right? If he has to go deeper and deeper and deeper, select in different ways, this is a bad practice. Second one, really important, if your business is not just an e-commerce, right? But your business also means that there would be withdrawals. I don't know, it's very popular in iGaming, for example, in casino, sports betting, in some marketplaces where people sell and buy stuff. If there is a deposit in crypto, there should be a payout in crypto. Majority of cryptocurrency users, if they bring cryptocurrency to your website, they would like to see this as a payout method as well. We saw a lot of examples when it doesn't work for the merchant, if they only offer deposits, but no payouts. Of course, if your business means payouts. If you are a shop, just forget about this. Instant operations. You probably heard about that cryptocurrency is not all that quick, right? That you have to wait for confirmations. Not always, right? There are plenty of tools which we use, which allow to receive these deposits instantly. So please make sure that deposits are instant. If you ask the customer wait, you will break the conversion, and probably he will not be a returning client, but will go to those who accept his money instantly, especially if you are in competitive market. Give a fair exchange rate. Players count their coins. Why I say players? Because mostly showcase would be around iGaming, because this is right now the market which is growing this year a lot with cryptocurrency. We see a lot of iGaming operators coming to us and becoming our clients to accept cryptocurrency. So it might look like it is not important, right? Because cryptocurrency is jumping in price. Yes, it is true for small transactions. If we speak about $20, $30, if we speak about so-called high rollers, right, who would send 1,000, 5, 10, 20, their fair exchange rate really makes a difference. So you cannot just add a hidden fee of 1.5% and expect that players would be okay with that. Some of our competitors, some other companies who provide similar services on accepting cryptocurrency would add a hidden fee that you also will not know about, but your players will notice. So please make sure you get this covered when you're selecting your provider. Avoid additional registrations, hosted pages, and redirections. So here, what I'm saying about, I remember a few years ago, Skrill was offering cryptocurrency payments in their portfolio. I don't remember if they still do, but there was a bit of a nightmare. In order to pay with cryptocurrency, you had to be redirected to some page, click the button there, be redirected again to Skrill, fill in the form, and only then you see the QR. This usually breaks the conversion. Clients will not go that far, and they will just end up depositing with the credit card and so the methods that they used to, and they know how it works. Of course, for you as a merchant, right? If so, right now I'm speaking about those who accept cryptocurrencies. So if you are a merchant, you of course know that with the Visa, Mastercard, the fees are higher. So it should be in your best interest to make sure that clients willing to pay with cryptocurrency. I believe that is why you're all here. Have a fair selection of assets. I'm not speaking about hundreds of cryptocurrencies as many try to accept. It is not needed. Bitcoin is not enough, but 100 is not needed. So I would say 5. My best selection would be Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum, and USDT on ERC20 blockchain. So this 5 would be more than enough if you like to add something more exotic, depending on your region, like EOS, Tron, something that you feel is important for your business, for your market, then it's okay, but I don't recommend offering 20 plus coins. There is no sense in this from our experience. And if it's possible, if it fits in your business model, I would recommend, of course, again, a relatively obvious step, but as you save on the fees accepting cryptocurrency, maybe you can invest a bit into incentivizing players, right? As if we speak about iGaming, of course, players always like bonuses, free spins, whatever you have. If you can offer them something more for paying in cryptocurrency, they will even try to explore how to use cryptocurrency, and maybe you will even increase the adoption of cryptocurrency. In the end, that is why we all here, to make sure that that the world can pay with crypto. And these are some of the best practices. This is only 7 of them. These are the key important things. So if you plan to do this, this should be your Bible. If you already accept cryptocurrency, but your conversions are low, or you feel that it might be improved, please stick to these 7 and you will be just okay. Now I would like to show you the flow demo from the BitStarz. BitStarz is one of the most successful crypto casinos. That is why I like to show on their website. They have a lot of customers paying cryptocurrency, and all the flows that they have are always good. And there is a whole story behind why they do such things. And I mean, different flows. I will stop the screen share here and we'll switch to sharing in the browser. Just please give me one small second. Zoom is still a bit new to me because we mostly use different tools. So now I believe you see the screen of BitStarz. This is a production website, yeah, right? You can see my browser. Close unnecessary tabs. So this is the production website of BitStarz. You see the home screen. I don't even need to click on deposit. You can see the page where you can deposit immediately here. So I do 1 click. I do 2nd click. You see, I got to the deposit in just 2 clicks on the website. Now I will open my wallet and will make a real life deposit from my wallet. So I open my wallet. I scan the QR, which actually will give me the address and the amount. That is how it looks like. Now I click send. Needs a code from 2FA. Okay. I just now initiated the transaction. So we have to see, looks like it should appear as a deposit here in just a few seconds. Of course, you cannot cheat on this. We will just have to wait. Here it is. I hope you can see my screen. Successfully deposit 1994, right? So probably exchange rate changed a bit, but six cents on $20, it's pretty much nothing. That is where users will not ask you, where are my 6 cents? So that is how easy it is to deposit with Bitcoin. I would like to tell that Bitcoin is the slowest cryptocurrency, right? And that is how quick you can fund account on the BitStarz. You see balance was not updated, just to make sure that there is no hint here. I am refreshing the page and you see that balance was funded for 20 euros. So in the end, that is how easy cryptocurrency deposits should be on your website, right? I really love how BitStarz usually do it. They've been my client already for many years, and they just do things right. And I would like to ask all of you to use it as an example of just a good flow. Can you make better? Yes, but this is a best practice. Just if you get at least the level like this, you should be fine.
Okay. Meanwhile, let me remind you that you can already type in your questions. Please do not hesitate to do so. Thank you.
Sharing with you another screen again. So this is our back office interface. This is from the sandbox, right? So don't be carried away with the amount of the money that it is there. So this is the back office that usually merchant will have, right? So the main page is balances, but what I want to show you is an invoices and addresses. So what I want to show is basically for companies who wish to receive payments from their partners, from their clients in the more manual way. For example, there are some payments which happen in the end of the month, and some companies just simply don't want to automate it because the hassle is not so big. For example, you are an affiliate, right? And you work with few brands, all of them need to pay you in the end of the month. You will send them, and they usually pay you in cryptocurrency. You will send them the PDF, right, with your invoice, with the amount, your bank account, and you will state below the address in cryptocurrencies. So we made it simple to, instead of just adding the cryptocurrency address, you can put in the invoice link. So how it works, we'll quickly show you. So select the type. In here, it would be invoice. So this is the page of creating an invoice. You put the name, right? For example, December invoice, I already had this, December invoice, let's say 1, right? Description, again, affiliate payment, then currency, let's select euro, right? You would be invoicing your client for 1,000 euro. And here you have to specify the email of the client, because if they make some problem with the payment, they will receive the information how to fix it, right? So here is the email of whom you will be invoicing. I will just enter my personal email here. So now when you click create invoice, it will give you a nice link. And this is exactly the link which you have to put in the PDF document or email that you send to your client. Like, oh, please complete the payment of the money that you owe me by this link with cryptocurrency. So when your client opens the link, that is what they would see. So this is a payment screen, right? Which still with no amount in cryptocurrency. When they click here, they can select with which cryptocurrency they want to pay you. As it is a sandbox, the selection is not so big, right? On the production, of course, you will have a selection of all the cryptocurrencies that are available. There are around 40, 50 of them. So for example, they would select Bitcoin, they would agree to the terms and privacy policy, they will click on pay, and this invoice will now change to the payment screen with the QR. The client, if has Bitcoins on the phone, he will scan the QR. If not, he will copy the address, and transfer this amount of Bitcoin. As soon as the payment is done, you will receive 1,000 euros on your account. So this is how we see cryptocurrency payments for business work. A lot of our clients do it in a semi-manual way, just giving the address with auto exchange, which I will showcase right now as well. But we believe that this tool will simplify invoicing. We call it corporate invoicing. That's all I wanted to show you there, and quickly go to addresses. So here is the new redesigned addresses tab. So here you have your addresses, which you ever generated manually through this app. You have system addresses, which were generated by API. If you have a brand connected, you will have a lot of addresses here. And here is what is interesting is the contacts. So here you can add the addresses which you send where you send money to, right? For example, if you often pay for something or you transfer money to someone, you can add here the list of addresses that you often use, and then when sending Bitcoin, you would be able to select from the address book. And if I already started with the address book, I will quickly show you how it really works. So when you click on Bitcoin, you click send, and here you have the button to select from the address book. So you click here, and here you can select from the list of Bitcoin addresses which you have. It will work for every currency separately, right? So if you're on the sending Bitcoin page, it will only show you Bitcoin addresses. If you are on Ethereum sending page, it will show you only Ethereum addresses. So this is how address book works. So now the most interesting, my addresses. So if you often receive payments from somebody, let's say from John, right, as I created, and he wants to pay you in Bitcoin, but I mean, as a business, you probably don't want to hold Bitcoin. We'll speak about this later, about risks of holding cryptocurrency. Then you just want to receive euro on your bank account. So how it works, you just click create address, you say name. That is how you usually define who where the payment came from, right? So it depends on which address it came from. So if you gave one address to John, then money coming to that address are obviously from John, right? So let's say from John, type here deposit or deposit exchange. Difference is deposit is when you receive Bitcoin, you have Bitcoin. Deposit exchange is when you receive Bitcoin, you can have whatever you want instead, right? So I will show deposit exchange, which is more kind of like interesting. So for example, he wants to pay you with Bitcoin, but you don't want to receive it as a Bitcoin. You want to receive it as Euro or as USDT or whatever. And this what you put here. So here you say, I would like it to be converted to USD, to Euro, or to Ethereum. Of course, on production, the selection is bigger. So for example, Euro, you click confirm, and that is how you get a new address, which you can use to receive payments from John. All you have to do is just send this address to John, and whatever the amounts of Bitcoin he will be sending you 24/7, it's endless. This address is assigned to you. Whatever the money John sends you here in Bitcoin will be automatically converted to Euro. So this is how it works. This is the back office demo, which I wanted to show you. We have a lot of buttons, settings, limits, transaction filters, and so on, but I just don't want to show this all. We have everything which we think you might need ever. I will switch back to presentation now. So we saw back office demo. Let's go next. So Masterclass, I will be saying about less obvious things, right? I believe that's why you came here. So exclusive tips to boost revenues with digital currencies. So except of just the first 7, which I specified a few slides above, here everything is not so straightforward and not so obvious. So first of all, your marketing channels and marketing strategies should be reverted mostly to cryptocurrency communities, right? The websites where cryptocurrency users like to see forecasts on the price, some analytics of the market, some news from the cryptocurrency blockchain, and so on. If you are from iGaming, contact special affiliates. There are special affiliated websites who promote cryptocurrency casinos mostly, right? Because still this user base is somehow similar, but still not entirely. So we see a lot of cryptocurrency casinos, sports betting, they promote their services on special websites. The third one, which is might be not so breaking, would be crypto-friendly banking partners, right? So here, because some of the banks would put high fees for receiving settlements getting from cryptocurrency, we have some selection of the banks which we can recommend. So this just decreases your commissions in the end on receiving cryptocurrency as a deposit. And in general, your banks might be against using cryptocurrency sometimes. So friendly partners who know what you do and how you do is a key as well. Expected changes in digital payments in 21. So here we see, of course, I mean, those of you who follow cryptocurrency know that now we are on all-time high of Bitcoin. Just for the past week, we broke the record of 2017, 2018. Right now, the price of Bitcoin, at least in the beginning of the webinar, was 23. It was hitting almost 24,000. Then this year we heard a lot about DeFi, right? Which is still kind of like beast that not many understand. And I would be honest, I also not an expert in DeFi. So 2021 will move the whole blockchain and payments a lot in the digital space. So I mean that payments will meet blockchain more and more, especially with the limitations that we see now from Visa, MasterCard. We see that some banking providers are completely against cryptocurrency, like Trustly, for example, which is very popular in iGaming space. They are completely against crypto. Although we see that Visa is setting the agreement with USDC, which is cryptocurrency organization, a relatively big one. So Visa already taken some partnerships with cryptocurrency companies. So what we see in 2021 that more and more businesses will join, more and more investment firms will see cryptocurrency as a potential investment mechanism, which will drive the price up, and driving the price up increases presence of cryptocurrency in the news. And of course, it creates all this noise everywhere, right, from all the sides. So it will grow adoption among retail users, right? So users who hear that Bitcoin is growing, they are most likely driven by greed, right? They would like to buy, they would like to invest, they would like to understand how it works. And then when they see cashiers where there is an option to deposit with Bitcoin, they will be using this method because it's interesting, it's something new, it's still something that people just prefer to do instead of using banking solutions like cards or banking transactions. Digital currency risks and how to stay safe. Here, I would just like to give you two advices, which I find, again, relatively obvious for those who run online business for a long time, but might not be obvious for the newcomers, for those who may be transitioning their offline brands to online. So, rule number one, when you deal with cryptocurrency, it is very risky to hold it in cryptocurrency. So when you were receiving Bitcoin from players, from users, from customers, doesn't mean that you have to hold it in Bitcoin. Holding cryptocurrency has always been a risk. It's good for the days when it grows, but there are also days when price decreases. And of course, when you hold your earnings, your revenues in cryptocurrency and it decreases in price, you're exposed to price risks. So until you master your strategies, until you know what exactly are the risks, just don't hold cryptocurrency on the business accounts, right? Business is not a trading organization, right? Just try to stay safe by hedging against Euro, USD, or at least stable coins like USDT. So don't hold assets which fluctuate. The second one, which is probably more important, don't hold a lot of money on your providers. It's probably fair to speak about any payment provider, right? But to be honest, right? We are in the payment space, we are in exchange space, we are not in storing money business, right? So we really appreciate when clients don't store with us millions of euros. So when you receive payments, right, you keep the amount that you need for the payouts, the rest you withdraw or you pay to whoever you need to pay, and the rest you withdraw to the bank account. Storing cryptocurrency on the provider is usually a bad idea. It cannot bring to anything good in the long run. Of course, I mean, speaking about us, we have security audits, right? We have the cold storage capacities and so on. We do everything that we can, but still, this is the best practice. So, how to reduce the payment processing costs is basically a combination of the previous 7 and these 3. So if you have your websites and your flows all set up for cryptocurrency, you already spoke with your payment providers, you spoke with your partners, with your clients, with your suppliers, then you already should be reducing costs on receiving payments, on sending payments, and so on. Because of course, using cryptocurrency infrastructure, sending cryptocurrency and receiving cryptocurrency are much cheaper than using different payment solutions like EMIs and so on. Of course, when we speak about very low risk clients, like, I don't know, in e-commerce and so on, there you might have free bank accounts, but in most of the situations, free bank accounts, it's a bit of a miracle. So here you would be saving a lot, at least on payments, and secondly, on moving funds and paying to your partners and whoever you have. We're coming to 2021 plans. Of course, as I said, this year was tough. So in the next year, we think that the world should become better in general, right? But we're also very excited where the industry might go and what expects cryptocurrency. In the meantime, in the uncertainty, which always present, especially in cryptocurrency market, right? The subtitle says our world is changing fast and our plans evolve as well. So we do expect that some strategies or tactics rather might change in 2021, but I would just like to read few points which we think the most important for us in 2021, and we all welcome you to join us in these plans. Hopefully they will help both. So we would like to help more businesses to work with cryptocurrency because the demand is there. There is not so many options kind of like on the trusted, good, big suppliers. So we just want to help more businesses to get really quality services that they deserve, or rather than you deserve. So we deliver new features. The flagship, again, of this, probably Plug and Pay. This is the very close connection between the wallet and the merchant website. So in the end, the idea should be that when the player spends money on the website and his balance is running low, he don't even need to go to his wallet. He will click the button replenish immediately on the website and money will be transferred from the wallet within the limits that customer authorized, right? So it will be a very close plugged in solution into the website, as almost like just a wallet, which is just in your browser and you just click the button and allow the transaction. We plan to launch to promote our B2C product, which is our wallet. And add a lot of the payment methods there in order to help your clients who are not familiar with cryptocurrency to buy cryptocurrency quick and in secured way and transfer them to you in no time. We want to improve the speed and scalability of the product because as it grows, right, as the load grows, as the amount of clients grow, you always need to find the balance between new features and scalability of the existing ones. As I said before about white label, so we plan to promote our white label solution even more because we see that because market is growing, a lot of entrepreneurs are getting into this market and of course developing this solution from scratch. I know how challenging is that, how expensive is that, and the time to the market is basically not a few months, it's rather than a year or a year and a half in order to be competitive. So that is where we offer our white label solution, which is almost a ready business model. So we'll help with a lot of things, not only product. Streamline internal flows. So of course, when the amount of clients is growing, you need to have a procedures, you need to have flows which increase the support response time, which gives the best practices in integrating us, grow the talent inside of the team so they answer questions quickly and efficiently. So a lot of internal procedures are being improved, and we believe that 2021 is that when we grow over 100 employees, and procedures are important. And yes, we have a lot of educational courses and programs already implemented, and this would be much more in 2021, investing into experience and expertise and knowledge of our employees. So this is what we do in 2021. And of course, we do all this to please our clients, our partners, to create better features, quicker processes, and lower fees. So get in touch with us, please. It's the second from the end slide. Just few things, just the bullet points, what we can do together. So please join us if you like to start working with crypto, whatever it is. If you want to expand your cooperation with us, if you are already our client, so you are launching new brand, your friends are looking for the provider, or you just want to utilize new features to expand the cooperation, you're welcome. Improve flows, right? You already have us integrated, but you feel that it might be better, or you have somebody else integrated and you would like to have a quicker process. We have something to talk about. So if you want to build your own cryptocurrency business or crypto payments business, we have a lot of tools already developed. You can just use them. We will agree on the terms that it is interesting for all of us. If you are well connected, right, you can be an introducer, you can introduce us to the gateways. If you are a payment gateway, you can introduce us and earn fees. If you are a service provider, you consult businesses. If you are a brand ambassador, we are looking for some endlessly in different markets and so on to promote us and to bring the word, to spread the word. If you have some new ideas for projects, we are welcome new ideas. We are ready to expand as a group of brands, do something interesting and more of this. If you have clients who are looking for OTC to buy, sell big amounts, and if you're just curious to work with us and you would like to join our team. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to tell you. And now we have the time for our Q&A session. And again, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope it was relatively short and useful. Yeah, for those who are not interested in Q&A session, I wish you all Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And also lovely weekend. And yeah, we go to the Q&A session. George?
Yeah, thank you once again, especially thanks to our guest that you are being here with us till the end. And I see that participants are still, the number of participants is still the same. So let me just read out loud several questions that we already have here from the audience. So the first question would be, how do you avoid confirmation time? You have told us about something about the Bitcoin Lightning features, some other features that some casinos use. So basically the main question is how we at CoinsPaid avoid confirmation time.
It's basically a set of tools, right? But in the end, we have insurance provider who we use to check each transaction, right? And majority of transactions, probably 90% of transactions, we are able to accept instantly while they are being confirmed in the blockchain, right? In so-called memory pool, expecting for the miners to include it. If they say yes, they would like to insure the transaction, what will happen is that we will confirm the transaction. We'll give you the money already on the balance from our operational funds, and we'll wait when that transaction clears. So this is how it works. It works for a majority of currencies, especially in those where transaction speed is not so good as we like in Bitcoin. Yeah, so this is a built-in feature.
Yeah, so it works really smoothly, especially when we saw the great example of BitStarz, one of our clients. Perfect. The second question from another attendee. Can you summarize the values for a merchant and also for end users?
So it's cheaper. Yeah, it's the first one of all is cheaper, and then it reduces so for customer, it's just interesting, and user doesn't have to explain his payment providers what he pays for, right? And he can avoid some blockings of the accounts, some frozen of the accounts. You all know how banking infrastructure is, and if you do some payments, then it influences your history and so on. So for the things that you like to pay online, like for example, iGaming, users prefer to pay cryptocurrency. Others who are believers in cryptocurrency just like to pay with cryptocurrency because it is interesting. And another one, some cryptocurrency users, they don't really hold a lot of the fiat money ever, right? They stick to cryptocurrency, they hold all their assets in Bitcoin, and they only sell when they need money. So when you offer them to buy something directly with cryptocurrency, they will do it. Amount of these users is growing. Right now, it's around 50 million. We expect this number to probably outreach 100 million even in the next year. For the merchant, it's cheaper. You don't have to integrate millions of payment methods if you work globally. And number three, it gives you access to new markets, to new user groups. In short, that's all.
Okay, you just touched upon the new user groups. So basically the third question from the audience would be, what industries can use these features and crypto as a payment solution?
Basically all that deal with users buying something online. We still don't see a lot of traction in offline. People not really ready to pay in the cafes with Bitcoin, probably because of confirmations that they just don't really want to wait. So online, if we speak about really local brand, I don't know, like sushi delivery in one city, then probably cryptocurrency accepting is not really something that you are looking for, because all your users are from the same city. They can pay you on delivery to the courier, or they will most likely use a very local payment method of the country. If you run an international online business, that is where cryptocurrency will just help you. George, what was the question? I already feel that I'm answering all the questions.
Yeah, well, basically, you just answered it more than loud and clear, because of course, CoinsPaid became the #1 payment processor for iGaming. But as Maxim has said, we are open for any kind of business. So basically any industry can use it, and even sushi delivery, believe me, because sometimes it's better to pay with Tether or with Bitcoin, especially if you have a very big event and you want to be your payment processed smoothly, freely, and even gain some bonuses. So the next one would be, how much are setup fees for a new client?
There is zero. So we invest the resources to check documents, to onboard you completely for free. We don't charge any money there, no guarantees needed. Onboarding is free. You pay only for what you use.
Another really tricky one from anonymous attendee. Is it possible to make sure that the money is not from black market?
Yes. So each transaction is checked instantly, right? So every merchant has this score rate for each transaction. We have two providers of the blockchain intelligence. This is Crystal from Bitfury and ScoreChain. So these two providers allow us to check transactions to make sure that money are coming from the trusted source, right? And because of course we do obey so-called AML rules, right? Which means that we have to make sure that the money which we receive, even on behalf of the clients, are clean and good.
I see another good question from Charlotte. What app can a client use to initiate a payment? I think that Charlotte is asking if there's only one kind of app, one kind of wallet you can use in order to pay with the crypto or to top up your account at a casino or any other.
Yeah, clear, George.
Yeah,
So
please.
Charlotte, any app, it can be sent from the hardware wallet, from the cryptocurrency exchange, from some other account where they hold cryptocurrency. Like, for example, speaking about our merchants, sometimes we see that clients send deposits to one client by making a withdrawal from another. So they can basically do whatever they want. The main idea is that they make this transaction to be sent to blockchain or internal Explorer if it is both our clients.
Also, a very important question. Do you do KYC on the clients? Maybe some additional KYC, or do we require some KYC on the clients who pay or top up their accounts in casinos?
Yeah, so we don't do KYC on the end users, right? So for those who pay with cryptocurrency in the end, we don't do KYC. We do KYC on the merchant though, right? So according to the contracts which merchant will have with us, it says that this is the responsibility of the merchant to follow their AML and the KYC rules, right? And we process payments on behalf of the merchant, and merchants have to make sure that they do the homework. So we don't do additional checks.
Very nice question coming from one of our clients. Can you use the wallet you use for crypto processing as a merchant to pay third parties or other suppliers?
In cryptocurrency, yes. In fiat, no, because it requires EMI license, which we will have next year. So right now with fiat, no. With crypto, yes. Next year should be yes for both.
Wonderful. There are more and more questions coming up. Tony Belov is thanking you for a great product and this little webinar of yours. Many thanks also from other attendees today. Thank you, guys, for attending. And can you please say a few words? I think it will be the final question. What's the future of crypto as a payment method, according to your opinion, especially for high-risk businesses? And what is the role of CoinsPaid in this? I think it's more like, what are your predictions on cryptocurrency as a payment method in 2021?
So I would say Bitcoin. So I wouldn't bet on Bitcoin becoming the payment currency of the future, right? Because it is slow, unfortunately, and not scalable. So speaking about the cryptocurrency in general, like USDT, which is very much growing in business invoicing. So we see a lot of businesses pay each other in USDT. So they want to enjoy the beauty of crypto, but they don't like the beauty of crypto that it changes in price. So we see that for challenging markets, right, where there is a problem to send money into or out, or the currencies which are difficult to buy, in these markets, we see cryptocurrency growth in transaction is the biggest, right? So we believe that high-risk industries would be a driver, right? I'm speaking about iGaming, I'm speaking about adult, I'm speaking about Forex, right? These industries are usually treated as a high risk, although they are legal. And they kind of like, usually payment providers don't like them. Banks don't like them, right? But we all understand that people always use the services, right? Sports betting, right? If you are a fan of the Formula One, it's much more interesting to watch, right? When you bet at least $20 on, I don't know, on Vettel or on Max, whatever. So we see this growing in the industries where they already have a lot of challenging, right? And that is where we are a leader. So I hope that we will continue being one. So industry is growing, right? And we are the one providing all the services for this. We believe that this experiment like cryptocurrency will work in the future as well. We see right now that according to my calculations, approximately €500 million monthly are coming to all iGaming operators who accept cryptocurrency, right? So it's not a big percentage in all gaming in the world, right? But it's already approaching 1%. All right, so that means that this is already not a very niche payment method. 1% of all market, this is already a payment method that you kind of like should consider.
Thank you very much. Very nice reports and statistics. Just a little question from another client of ours. Do you have any invoice system so I can send an invoice to my client and receive the money from him?
Yes, that's exactly what I showed in the back office demo. Yes, there is a feature. You can manually generate this invoice. You can generate this invoice via the API. For example, if there is a back office of your client and he needs to pay you, he can click the button and he will see the invoice. If you do it manually, you log in, you just do it and you send him a link.
I think that we'll be summarizing with this one. This would be this was the final question. I see that there are some more technical questions, which, let me remind you, you can always ask at support@cryptoprocessing.com. If you have some new businesses, partnerships to offer, or see any synergies, please write our splendid head of BizDev, Marilena, at marilena@coinspaid.com. For our existing clients, we're always ready to help. And please don't forget to write your personal managers or write at accounts@coinspaid.com. And of course, for new clients, we have wonderful head of sales, Irina. So write her, irina@coinspaid.com. Let me also remind you that you can, and you're free to subscribe to any of our social media channels. And stay tuned, because the next week we're gonna upload a new media blog from CoinsPaid, especially dedicated to our friends, to our partners, to our clients, and all blockchain, Bitcoin enthusiasts in the world. Thank you once again for being with us today. Maxim, maybe any final questions or any final comment from you?
Yeah, guys, join the fun with cryptocurrency. Enable your business with crypto. And as I already wished to some of them who were leaving before the QA, guys, have a great weekend. Have a great holidays with your families. And I'm wishing you all the best in the new year. I hope to speak with all of you soon as our clients, partners, or even employees. Thank you very much again for joining. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you once again, and have a good day. All this video and all other videos will be available at our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because there is more videos and more gifts from us for you to come. Thank you all, and have a nice day and happy holidays. Bye.